Yeah, thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Ty Quinones.
And I'm Trisha Keene. Tonight, major developments in the fight against COVID-19. Children as young as 12 years old can get the Pfizer shot. The decision coming down from the FDA just hours ago.
Now, we're going in depth with this announcement tonight. And 13 Investigates reporter Joe Bartels is live. And Joe, you spoke to one of the principal investigators in the local vaccine trials for children.
Yeah, Todd, Trisha, I did. Dr. Michael Levin says this is a huge announcement and there could be more on the way. He says some trials could be starting here, enrolling kids as young as 6 years old to test the vaccine. He says it's one step to getting life back to normal. The U.S. Food and Drug Administration clearing the way for the youngest yet to get protected against COVID-19. Pfizer has applied for and has been approved under an emergency use authorization for its COVID-19 vaccine for kids.
I do anticipate that at some point they will mandate these vaccines for school-age children.
Dr. Michael Levin spoke with me. He's a principal investigator and pediatrician in the local vaccine trials. He says it's crucial for kids to get the vaccine to slow the spread of the virus.
When I talk to parents and when I talk to people in general, they feel like, well, what do we need all these vaccines for? We don't see what difference they make. And that's because these diseases have been essentially eradicated by the vaccines.
Dr. Levin points to diseases like polio and measles, which have been targeted by vaccines for years, but vaccine hesitancy and doubts linger for some.
I have a daughter who's about to turn 16 and a son who is 13.
I spoke with Lorena Jamas. She's been vaccinated, but is concerned the vaccine is still too new for her teens.
I just don't know what the long-term effects will be.
Dr. Levin says children who get COVID sometimes develop a serious complication known as multi-inflammatory syndrome, or MIS-C for short.
I have a small practice here. One of my patients actually got multiple inflammatory syndrome of children. He was he's 12 years old. And his family had COVID, and about 3 weeks later, he started getting very sick.
Dr. Levin notes the boy was hospitalized and treated with steroids. He has since recovered. Authorities say the vaccine has been proven to be safe and effective, and research is likely already underway for even younger children.
They like to start with adults first, and then they generally move to teenage groups, and then they'll be farther down the age group. So the Novavac trial, which we're currently enrolling, is expected after this stage to start a 6 to 11-year-old. And I haven't heard anything beyond that for going lower.
And we asked about the shot. Dr. Levin says that it typically varies in terms of the amount given between a child and an adult. He also says the goal is to balance the effectiveness versus the severe side effects. The Pfizer remains a 2-dose regimen for this new age group. And you just heard Novavac, they just filed or they're going to postpone their filing for an emergency use authorization until next quarter. Reporting live, Joe Bartels, 13 Action News.